Dear friends, now in this session we are going to discuss about post-dated checks in Tally application. First we should understand what is a regular check, what is post-dated check, right? For example, you are receiving check on 1st April. On the check the date mentioned as 1st April, then it's called as a regular check. Now the second one is that post-dated check. We are receiving check on 1st April. On the check the date mentioned as 10th April, then it's called as post-dated check. Very simple. A check which is written with a future date, it's called as post-dated check. So my doubt is that yes, you received a check on 1st April. On the check the date mentioned as 10th April. So my question is that in Tally application, are you going to record in Tally on 1st April or will you record it on 10th April? See, till 10th April we can't deposit the check in the bank for clearance because it is dated to 10th April. If you send it for clearance before 10th April, the check will get bounced. So we can't send it for bank for clearance. So we need to keep it with us only. So now my question is that if you record on 1st April, directly your bank balance will get increased as per your book of account, but not really in the real time bank. So what happens, we can't record on 1st April. Actually, now if we record it on 10th April, if your boss is asking you the statement of accounts on 5th April, so we can't say whether the check is received or not. Yes or no? So there is some difficulties. If you record the check on 1st April, automatically your bank balances are increased but not really in the bank. So there is a mismatch between your book of accounts and bank actual book of account. So we can't record on 1st April, and if you record it on 10th April, you cannot understand what is your book of account status on 5th April. So for that, yes, Tally developed a solution called as maintaining post-dated checks. So very simple. Only one thing to be remembered. Yes, if you are receiving any post-dated check, you need to record on the date of receipt. But only one thing to be done, you need to convert the regular vouchers into pending vouchers. Are understanding? Yes. If you are receiving check on 1st April which is dated to 10th April, in Tally application you just record it on 1st April, but the thing is you need to convert the regular vouchers into pending vouchers. If you do not convert regular voucher into pending voucher, automatically your bank balances will get increased. Now we need to record the transaction, but my book of account should not get affected with that respective check values, right? So what will do mean, we just convert the regular voucher into pending vouchers. So on 1st April when you are receiving a check, you just record it on a receipt voucher. If you are receiving check, you record it on receipt voucher. If you are giving check, you record it on payment voucher, right? But the thing is you need to convert the regular vouchers into pending vouchers, right? Then you simply record the voucher. Voucher will be recorded, but not your book of account is not going to be affected with the respective values. When the check was cleared in the bank, again you just convert from pending voucher to a regular voucher in order to get the effect of those values. Once again I repeat, if you are receiving any pending check, you just record it on Tally application on the date of receipt, right? But the thing is you need to convert the regular voucher into pending voucher in order to get not any effect in your book of accounts. When the check was being cleared by the banker, again on the date of clearance you need to convert the pending voucher into a regular voucher. You need to get an effect of your book of accounts. So now we'll just see the live. Now just find out the question from the video notes, and the question is, I'm just reading the question once again for your reference. We just kept the question paper in the video notes. So from the video notes you just collect the notes. So now the question is that now we have some opening balance. First of all, having opening stock of Maruti cars 100 numbers at the rate of 3,80,000 each. Having opening stock of Maruti car 100 numbers at the rate of 3,80,000 each. Totally we have 100 number of opening stock of Maruti cars, and the value of the day is 3,80,000. Now it's time to pass a sales. Sold one Maruti car to Mr. Mukesh at the rate of 4 lakhs on 1st April. We just sold one Maruti car to Mr. Mukesh. On 1st April at the rate of 4 lakhs. And next one is that the second line, on 1st April received rupees 1 lakh as a down payment. Yes, make sure that on 1st April, first we are selling one Maruti car at the rate of 4 lakhs. out of 4 lakhs on 1st April you collected 1 lakh as a down payment, and what is the remaining outstanding? The remaining outstanding is 3 lakhs. And the next question is that on 1st April 2018 received 3 post-dated checks for remaining outstanding. See, on 1st April first we sold for 4 lakhs. Out of 4 lakhs, 1 lakh down payment received, and the remaining outstanding is 3 lakhs. For these 3 lakhs, he has given total 3 post-dated checks. So each check contains 1 lakh, and the condition is that each check is due on 1st of every month. Okay, so that means we are receiving the checks on 1st April. 3 checks, and the 3 checks are having 3 individual 1st of every month. That means one is due on May, one is due on June, and other one is due on July. So May, June and July. Yes, we are receiving all the checks on 1st April, but one check is due on May, one check is due on June, another check is due on July. Now we'll just see that how to record these transactions in Tally application. Right. So first I'm just going to create a new company, the same. So I'm just going to create a new company in the name of a post-dated checks. Yes, it's what just saved as regular. See, once creating company, we have the first one is that having opening stock of Maruti cards 100 numbers at the rate of 3,80,000 each. So first we need to create an item, right? See, you also can create the item directly in the sales voucher during recording the voucher, right? But now, if you have any opening stock, you never use Alt plus C to create ledger or even to create item. If you have any opening stocks or opening balances, you need to follow the traditional method just by going step 2, inventory info, stock items and create. So now here I am going to create the stock item as Maruti cards. And these Maruti car under the measurement of numbers, I'm just going to create the measurement of numbers. So just I'll place the number, and now we have the opening stock of 100 at the rate of 3,80,000 each. So I'm just going to enter the 100 number of opening stock as well as the 3,80,000 is the rate per each car. Once creating the Maruti car, now you have some stock in your hand, right? So now you can sell the goods to your customers. Just come back and just go. I'm just going to show the stock first of all. So I'm just opening the stock. Yes, we have the available stock in our hand, that is 100 number at the rate of 3,80,000 each. So total the value is 3 crore 80 lakhs. Yes. So now I'm just going to record the sales voucher. Just go back to accounting voucher, F8 sales voucher. There we are selling goods to Mr. Mukesh. Now here Mr. Mukesh ledger was not yet created, right? So if you want to create anything in Tally application instantly, just press directly Alt plus C. So now here I'm going to press Alt plus C, and the ledger name is Mr. Mukesh. Yes, Mr. Mukesh comes under sundry debtor, a person who is buying goods from you on credit and who is liable to make the payment towards you in the future. So comes under sundry debtors, a person who is buying goods from us on credit, who is liable to make the payment in the future to us. So comes under sundry debtor as a person, and I don't need any installment, so no. And directly we have, of course, India. Then control plus A, save. Yes, I just created a ledger called as Mr. Mukesh, right? So now I'm just going to record the voucher. Alt plus C, sales comes under sales account, and save. And we are selling Maruti car. We are selling Maruti car 1 number at the rate of 4 lakhs each one. So I'm just going to record in sales voucher as we are selling goods to Mr. Mukesh on credit basis. The total sale value is around 4 lakhs. So simply save the voucher. Now the total liability, if you want to open control plus N calculator and type Mr. Mukesh, when you search for the name, if you want to type for Mukesh, you may see that the system is showing a 4 lakhs debit. Debit is nothing but debtor. So he is liable to make the payment for us for rupees 4 lakhs. So the total liability from Mr. Mukesh is 4 lakhs, right? Yes, out of these 4 lakhs, now the total liabilities, total amount to be received from Mr. Mukesh is 4 lakhs. Out of 4 lakhs, he has given total rupees 1 lakh as a down payment. So we are receiving rupees 1 lakh. So just go back to receipt voucher, press F6, and here in the receipt voucher F6, I'm just going to see we are receiving the money from Kumar in the form of cash. So I'm selecting the form of account as cash. Down from the party Mr. Mukesh, you may see that the current closing balance is going to be shown as 4 lakhs. out of 4 lakhs we have collected rupees 1 lakh as the down payment. So in the narration you just mentioned that why we are receiving. So received rupees 1 lakh as the down payment. So we just received, we sold goods for 4 lakhs. Out of 4 lakhs we have collected rupees 1 lakh as a down payment on 1st April. So we sold goods to Mr. Mukesh on 1st April, and we also recorded receipt voucher on 1st April. The remaining liability for Mr. Mukesh is total 3 lakhs. Control plus A, save. Now for these 3 lakhs on 1st April received 3 post-dated checks for remaining outstanding. Remaining outstanding is 3 lakhs and received number of checks is 3. So total each check contains 1 lakh, right? So yes, we received total 3 checks for 3 lakhs. So and the condition is that each check is due on 1st of May. Each check is due on 1st of every month. So one is due on May, another one is due on June and July. Right now we are going to record a post-dated check. Before that I just show you what will happen if you do not convert the regular voucher into pending voucher. See, by default all the vouchers, all contra voucher, payment voucher, receipt voucher, journal voucher, sales voucher and purchase voucher, all the vouchers are in the regular mode. Whatever you are going to record in this voucher, the values will be affected in your book of account. But now what I want to do is I wanted to record the voucher, at the same time I don't want to get any effect of this transaction into my actual book of account. I just wanted to record 3 vouchers about for 3 lakh, but my bank balance should not increase to 3 lakhs because I am receiving the check but I am not sending the check for clearance to the banker, right? So that's what I just wanted to record for my reminder, for my internal calculation, but I don't want to get any effect on my book of account in the bank, right? Yes. So what I'll do means, if you record anything in this receipt voucher, automatically your book of account will get increased. But now what I want to do is I just wanted to record the voucher, but my book of account should not get any affected. So that's what I am going to enable a feature is called as maintaining optional vouchers. So very simple. From Tally main page, press F11 and just go to accounting features, and there you just go back to use reversing journals and optional vouchers. Yes. Use reversing journals and optional vouchers. Yes. After once enabling this feature, just come back, right? So now in the accounting voucher, in the receipt voucher, before recording the voucher, now this is a regular receipt voucher. Now I need to convert this regular receipt voucher into pending receipt voucher by pressing Control plus T and Control plus L. Control plus T for post dated and the optional is nothing but pending. So post dated, pending, future dated, pending. Now we are going to pass a pending voucher. And now after once pressing Control plus T plus L, you may record any type of the voucher, and whatever you are going to record in this voucher, there will be no impact on your book of accounts. Very simple. Now we are receiving checks, right? So we need to take the bank. So I'm just creating some bank name, some X bank account. X bank account comes under bank account. I just created a bank ledger. Yes, the bank name is called X bank. Now we are receiving check from Mr. Mukesh, and yes, we are receiving it on 1st April. We are receiving the check on 1st April, which is due on 1st May. But in Tally application, I am going to record as it on 1st April, but I am recording in a pending voucher, so there will be no effect in my actual book of account of bank. And the check value is total 1 lakh. And press enter. Now here you may see that now the system is asking you what was the instrument number, and the instrument number is 100101, and what is the instrument date, check number, and the check dated to 1st of May. See here, you may see the date here. I am recording the check on 1st April, which is due on 1st May. That's what I am converting the regular voucher into pending voucher. And now the bank, we have a bank account in X bank account, and we are receiving check from Y bank. Maybe here I am selecting any of the bank ledger. Don't worry, you may select, you just select the respective bank, but now I am selecting a Syndicate Bank of India, and the PDC receipt date is 1st of April. Ensure that we are recording the transaction on 1st April, and PDC received on 1st April, and the check is dated to 1st May. Just mention the check number and check dated to. We are receiving check on 1st April. We are recording check on 1st April, which is dated to 1st of May. That's what we are converting the regular voucher into pending voucher. That's what. And the PDC note is first PDC. Just now we just recorded only one pending voucher. Likely you need to record 2 more pending vouchers. Ensure that you are not allowed to record 3 entries in a single voucher, because each and every check have its own individual due date and individual check number. So you are not allowed to record the 3 lakhs in a single voucher. You need to take 3 individual vouchers for 3 individual checks. Again, now it is move back to regular. Again we need to convert into pending. Again by pressing Ctrl+T, Ctrl+L. Once converting the regular check into pending check, again you just pass the voucher X bank from Mukesh rupees 1 lakh. And of course again we are recording it on 1st of April. Down the check number is 100102 and the instrument dated to 1st of June. The first one is May and the second one is June. So the bank is about again Syndicate Bank. Next one is that it is received on 1st of April, and this is second PDC. Yes, now we need to record one more entry. Again we need to convert this regular receipt into pending receipt by pressing Ctrl+T, L. And again select the bank. We are recording it on 1st April and the Mr. Mukesh rupees 1 lakh, and the check number 100103 dated to 1st of, one is dated to May, June, and now it is July. And now the bank name is Syndicate Bank again. 1st of April, received on 1st April, and this is third PDC. Now I just recorded 3 pending vouchers. Ensure that first I just recorded sales voucher on 1st April, and again 1 lakh down payment receipt voucher on 1st April, and 3 pending receipt voucher on 1st April, but I just converted the 3 regular voucher into pending voucher. Then after once recording all this thing, if you once open calculator and type Mr. Mukesh, still the system is showing 3 lakhs. Out of 4 lakhs, you collected 1 lakh down payment, the remaining outstanding is 3 lakhs. Yes, of course, we recorded 3 checks. We collected 3 checks because we just recorded it on pending. So still it is showing amount receivable is 3 lakhs. So if you once go to display account books, and account books and the ledger, if you open Mr. Mukesh ledger, you may see that press Alt F2 from blank and even key to blank. You may see that the entries which we recorded in the name of Mr. Mukesh is only 2. Actually in the name of Mr. Mukesh we recorded total 5 entries, 1 sale, down payment cash, and 3 pending check. But out of that only 2 entries are going to be displayed because these 3 entries we just recorded it on pending. So there will be no impact on your actual book of accounts, right? Yes. So all these things are happening on 1st April. On 1st April, sold goods for 4 lakhs, recorded it on sales voucher. On 1st April, collected 1 lakh down payment, recorded it on receipt voucher on 1st April. But now again we recorded 3 entries in the receipt voucher, but we just converted this regular voucher into pending voucher. So you cannot observe those transactions in your actual book of account. Now we are on live on 1st May. On 1st May, just assume that April was passes. Now we are on 1st May. So on 1st May, we just open the check in our counter or in our drawer, wherever it is available, and we just seen that okay, it is due on 1st May. So we just went off to the banker, and there we just deposited check for clearance, and the check was being cleared by the banker. On 1st May, the first PDC was deposited, and 1st May, the first PDC was cleared by the banker. So now what we need to do is we need to convert on 1st May. We need to convert out of 3, we need to convert 1 pending check into a regular check. You need to show the effect of thus 1 lakh in your book of account. So what I am going to do is, first tip, if you want to convert any pending voucher into a regular, first you need to open the pending voucher register, right? So all the pending vouchers are listed and all pending vouchers are recorded somewhere. If you want to convert the pending vouchers into regular voucher, first you need to open the register, right? And make sure to open post to dated voucher register. Just go to display. Next, just go to exception reports. These are all not included in your book of account. Exception, which is not recorded in your actual book. Exception out of the report. These are all only exception reports which is not included in your actual reports. Now we are going to open exception reports. There you may see that post to dated vouchers. If you once open post-dated vouchers, there you may see that we recorded total 3 pending vouchers, but it is not going to display even at least one check. Yes, because we recorded all the pending vouchers on 1st April and the report is going to be shown for 2nd April. That's what you just press here Alt F2 and keep from blank and to blank. Then the system will display total list of pending checks that you recorded throughout the year, right? So now Mr. Mukesh, yes, in the name of Mr. Mukesh, we have recorded total 3 entries. Out of 3, the first PDC is going to be clear on 1st May, is clear, right? So now, whenever we are recording the check on the date of activity is 1st April, but now when the check was clear, the date of activity is 1st May. So just press F2 and change date of the voucher as 1st May. The day that when we recorded it is 1st April. The day when it is cleared, it is 1st of May. So on that time, the date of activity is 1st April. Now the date of activity time is 1st of May. So just change the date, and after that, see, will you keep saving this voucher again in pending, or see, now the check was clear, now we need to show this 1 lakh in your book account, right? So now we need to convert again the pending voucher into a regular. Very simple. See how we converted a regular voucher into pending by pressing Ctrl plus T and L, right? The same key Ctrl plus T and L is used to convert a pending voucher into regular. Very simple. Ctrl plus T plus L is a function key which is used to switch between regular voucher and pending voucher. If you press Ctrl plus T plus L on a regular voucher, it converts into pending. On a pending voucher, if you press Ctrl plus T plus L, it converts into regular and directly save the voucher. Once again, on 1st May, the check was cleared. So open first PDC, change the date of activity and just make it regularize and directly press Ctrl plus A. After once converting, if you once open the calculator and type name Mr. Mukesh, now if you want to see that, now you may see that the liability was reduced from 3 lakhs to 2 lakhs. Out of 3 pending checks, 1 check was cleared, and the remaining liability, what is the remaining liability? The remaining liability is 2 lakh. For this remaining liability, we have again 2 checks. Again assume that even May also passes away. Now we are on 1st of June. And the third one is that, now assume that May was passed away, now we are on 1st of June. On 1st of June, we just deposited the second post-dated check in the bank, but the check was bounced. Maybe the reason is maybe the counterparty don't have the sufficient balance in their account, or maybe mismatch of signature, anything, maybe the reason, whatever it may be. So the check was bounced. So now what we'll do means, if the check is really bounced, the banker, see, now we need to cancel. The banker is bounced, so in the Tally application, whatever pending check that you recorded, you need to cancel the voucher. Very simple, just open the voucher, and now on the date of cancellation, what is the date? The date of activity is 1st of June. The date of activity is 1st of June. See, on 1st April, you can treat this check as a pending voucher, but on 1st of June, we are on live on 1st of June. On 1st of June, if it is dated to future, then you can treat the check as future. Now we are on 1st of June. So on 1st of June, this check cannot be treated as pending check. So press Ctrl plus T plus L to move back to a regular check. Yes, on 1st April, we recorded it for June. So we are on the day of 1st April, we are treating this as a pending check. But on 1st of June, we cannot treat this check as a pending check because we are on live. Because we are on 1st of June. Even the check, the date is also mentioned as 1st of June. So we cannot treat this check as a pending check. We just convert it into a regular. But before saving the voucher, you just write the before cancelling the voucher, you just write the narration. Check number 100102 was bounced because of what? You just write the reason that why the check was cancelled, the reason. Then press enter and again press backspace to come back to narration and directly press Alt plus X. Yes, you never use the function key Alt plus D to delete the transaction. If you delete the transaction in the future, we cannot get these references which check is cancelled and why it was cancelled, why it was bounced, right? So to have a references, instead of deleting the voucher, we are simply cancelling the voucher. So after once writing the narration, press enter, and again press backspace to move back to ledger, and now just press Alt plus X. If you once cancel the voucher, the data was erased. The data was erased, but not narration. If you want, in the future, if you want to go to display and the day book and click on period and press keep from blank as well as to blank, then here you may see that the check which is recorded cancelled. So the voucher information was erased but not the narration. So through this narration, in the future if you have any difficulties on the time of bank reconciliation, you may take the help of these narrations, right? So this will help you. So instead of deleting the voucher, you just cancel the voucher, and make sure that before cancelling the voucher you write the description in the narration. Right, now out of 3 pending checks, one check is cleared on 1st May and the second check is bounced on 1st of June. Now one more check is due on 1st of July. So what's happening on 1st of July? On 1st July, the third PDC was purchased by Mr. Mukesh. Acha. On 1st July, the third PDC was purchased by Mr. Mukesh. How a check can be purchased? Very simple. He took back his old check and given rupees 1 lakh in the form of cash. Is the matter is check or cash or the money? Yes. See, there is no point of whether we are receiving the form of cash or bank. The point is we need to collect the money. Yes, that's it. So yes, we collected. He took back his old check and given rupees 10,000, given rupees 1 lakh as in the form of cash. It's called as purchase. Just exchanged his check with the cash. So now go to display, exception reports, and open post dated vouchers and press Alt F2, keep from blank and to blank, and here you may see that one check out of 3, one is cleared on 1st of May and other one is cancelled on 1st of June, third one is in pending. So now this check was purchased, right? So what is the date of activity? The date of activity is 1st of July. On 1st of July, will you treat this check as a pending check still or the regular check? Now it is regular, Control plus T and L. But before saving the voucher, you need to change the account from bank to cash, because we are not receiving this 1 lakh in the form of cash. We are receiving this 1 lakh in the form of cash. So select here cash. Then in the narration, you may write that check number 100103 was purchased by cash. Control plus A, save. That's it. Now after once recording, if you once open calculator and type the name Mr. Mukesh, if you now see there, out of 4 lakhs we collected down payment 1 lakh. The second check also cleared. Out of 4 lakhs, the first we collected 1 lakh down payment, and the second on 1st May the first PDC was cleared, and again on 1st June the second PDC was bounced. Again on 1st July the third PDC was cleared. So there is one pending, that is the second check was bounced and we have not recorded the 1 lakh rupees from the bank, from the party. So still the 1 lakh is going to show as outstanding. If you once open the balance sheet, if you once go to balance sheet and just simply click on a detail, there you may see that out of 4 lakhs 1 lakh is still showing in pending, and the bank cash in hand is 2 lakhs, down payment to 1 lakh, and the last check was purchased by cash. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh total cash by cash available 2 lakhs. The next one is that bank accounts. Out of 3 checks, only first one is cleared, second one bounced, third one purchased by cash. So only 1 lakh is available in the bank. So this is how we manage post dated checks in Tally application. Thank you. Hi friends, want to start your career in accounting under taxation? Here the one-stop solution is, and that is accounting under taxation package course. This is Ravitelugu. I am the GST tax practitioner and also Tally authorized partner and faculty. In this accounting under taxation package course will make you perfect in basics of accounting, Tally ERP9, TallyPrime, GST, income tax, TDS, and also will give a chance to access the content of MS Excel from basics to pro level. As in this course we are starting from basics of accounting, so even a non-commerce students also can enroll in this course. So non-commerce students, commerce student, graduates, job seekers and accounting executives, and who want to develop their accounting skills, and also business owner, CA students and CS students can enroll in this course. And the post completion of the course, you can handle a full company without any hassle free. And why are you waiting for? Let us join with us and just give a chance to make you perfect in accounting and taxation package. Thank you.